You've probably seen consumer DNA tests online or in clinics here in Dubai. You spit in a tube, pay a few thousand dirhams, and weeks later, you get a colourful report telling you a few basic genetic variants and some potential disease risk. But if you're trying to use that data to actually improve your health, your energy, or your longevity, you're using a toy to do a clinician's job. I'm Daniel, founder of Elite Vita and Eva. I want to explain why the DNA analysis we do at Eva is fundamentally different from the commercial kits you see on the market. It comes down to two things: depth and application. First, let's talk about depth. Standard consumer tests look at a few thousand genetic variants. They rely on single gene testing. But human biology is rarely that simple. Most health conditions, like your cardiovascular risk, your metabolic health, or your cognitive decline, are polygenic. They're driven by thousands of genes interacting together. At Eva, we use a clinical grade bioinformatics platform, and it's the only one to be featured in the peer-reviewed journal Nature. We don't look at a few thousand variants, we measure over 200 million genetic variants. Because we have that massive data set, we use what are called polygenic risk scores. This means we don't just look at one isolated gene and guess, we look at the entire symphony of your DNA to give you a highly accurate, scientifically validated prediction of your actual health risks. It's the difference between looking through a keyhole and looking at a panoramic view. Second, we look at the pathways that actually dictate how you feel every day, like your methylation pathway. Methylation is the biochemical switchboard of your body. It controls your cellular energy, your detoxification, and how you process neurotransmitters. For example, if you have a faulty variant in your MTHFR gene, your body might struggle to process standard B vitamins. This can lead to chronic fatigue, brain fog, and elevated inflammation. A cheap commercial test either misses this entirely or gives you a generic warning. We find it and we solve it. If your DNA shows a methylation block, we know exactly which specific active form of folate and B vitamins you need to bypass that genetic roadblock. And that's the most important difference. We don't just give you a list of genetic traits and leave you to figure it out. We take those 200 million genetic variants, combine them with your real-time blood data, and our clinical team builds a precise, targeted supplement protocol to optimize your biology. If you want entertainment, buy a standard DNA kit. If you want to change your biological trajectory, download the Eva app today.